When Xiaomi finally launched their Mi Notebook 14 series here in India, the first question that came to a lot of our minds is, who is it actually for? Is it for a student, for a gamer, for a content creator? Well, we are going to be answering exactly that in this video. But before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button and also that bell icon so that you don't miss out on more such awesome videos. That being said, let's just get straight into the video. Also, if you want to know more in detail about the Mi Notebook 14 Horizon Edition, you can check out our FAQ video in the I button that is popping up right now. And if you want to know more in depth about the gaming performance, you can also check out our GTA 5 gameplay. Or if you're a content creator and wish to know how it fares with video editing, you can also check out our detailed video editing test on Premiere Pro in the I button that's popping out right now. Let's begin with the first segment, which is students. Should you get the Mi Notebook 14 if you're a student? Well, our testing is strictly limited to the i7 MX350 top-end Horizon variant with 512GB of SSD because that was the variant that was sent to us for review. A few things to note here if you're a student is that the Mi Notebook 14 Horizon Edition is extremely lightweight and compact. You get an all-metallic frame and the laptop weighs in at just under 1.4 kgs, which makes it extremely convenient to carry around to your school or college in your backpack along with other books. And this can be one good reason why the Mi Notebook 14 can be a nice purchase for students. It also has all the necessary ports, which are USB-A, USB-C, even an HDMI port if you want to output your presentations onto a bigger display or a projector. So that's a really nice thing to have. The Mi Notebook 14 handles all your day-to-day tasks which you would require for either your projects or assignments like MS Office or Google Docs, any cloud-based app or software that you would be using, and even some more complex apps like AutoCAD. If you're a civil or a mechanical engineering student, it handles everything smoothly. If you're into coding, the compilation times are also quite good. We tried programming on Python, and even if you're an Android studio, you shouldn't have a big issue with the Mi Notebook 14. Now, if you're a student, there are good chances that you would be consuming some multimedia content as well, and the Mi Notebook 14 does a fairly good job with that too, given that the display is nice and bright and the colors are also good. The speakers, however, could have been better. We get two 2-watt speakers on the Mi Notebook 14, which aren't the loudest out there, and the sound quality also isn't that great. At times the sound does get muffled, but if you plug in your earphones or headphones and then watch movies or videos, you're good to go. The biggest gripe that we had personally with the Mi Notebook 14 is that if you're gonna be working or doing your college assignments at night or binge watching your favorite Netflix show, you're gonna have a hard time figuring out what key you're pressing on the keyboard, and that's because there is no backlight. If you can live with this issue, the Mi Notebook 14 can be a very good purchase if you're a student and you run light to medium apps. Let's now move on to the next segment, which is for content creators. Before we start speaking about the performance on any app or software, there is one big thing to note here, and that is the Mi Notebook 14 does not come with an external SD card slot. So if you use a camera to either click pictures or shoot videos, you will not be able to transfer your files directly without the help of a dongle. Let's first address photography. So if you click a lot of pictures and edit them, Photoshop and Lightroom should have absolutely no issues running on the Mi Notebook 14. If you had a lot of layers, you might face some issues due to the 8GB RAM being a bottleneck, but we did not face any issues with light usage. And the reason we say that is, moving on to videography, Adobe Premiere Pro also had no issues running on the Mi Notebook 14. We rendered a 1080p as well as a 4K file. You can click the I button here and go to our dedicated video editing test and watch how the Mi Notebook 14 fared. But if I have to give you a summary, there were absolutely no issues while scrubbing through the timeline in either 1080p and 4K. However, the render times are very large. So make sure you keep that in mind while purchasing the Mi Notebook 14. While your editing experience for the most part is going to be good, the render times are high. Surprisingly here, we didn't see the 8GB of RAM creating a bottleneck even when we ran Chrome and other such apps in the background. But yes, you cannot upgrade the RAM and you are stuck with 8GB until the time you keep using the Mi Notebook 14. What helps the cause is the 512GB SSD inside is very fast. You get an NVMe SSD, and that is something that really helps while you're importing files and exporting your render onto the SSD. One big con in this department, however, would be the trackpad. The trackpad does not feel very good to click. It is smooth. However, if you're going to be editing a lot of videos, you're better off connecting an external mouse like we did. Moving to the next category, that is gamers. We ran a GTA 5 benchmark with about 45 to 50 FPS on an average, and we also made a dedicated gameplay video which you can again check out from the I button above. But yes, GTA 5 is totally playable at 1080p settings, and while there are minor frame drops from time to time, the game actually runs much smoother than we expected. If you play PUBG Mobile on emulator on your computer, we tried Smooth Plus Extreme on the Mi Notebook 14, and that as well had no issues giving us constant 60 FPS. Now we plan on doing a dedicated video review of PUBG emulator on the Mi Notebook 14 while we are streaming it on YouTube. So make sure you stay subscribed for that. You surely don't want to miss that one. The temperatures while running the games and a few benchmarks hit the 85-degree mark, and while that is quite high, the fans kick in instantly, which are by the way not too loud, and the thermals are got back in control. The Cinebench score is 1600 for those of you who are concerned, and the Unigine Heaven score is about 33 FPS on an average. The final segment is for all you professionals out there. Again, running MS Office, Word, Excel, PowerPoint is a breeze on the Mi Notebook 14. You will have absolutely no issues, and even if you bring in apps like Microsoft Teams, Zoom, Skype, you're not gonna have any issues running them on the Mi Notebook 14. The one issue that you might have with Skype or Zoom is that you don't have an inbuilt webcam on the Mi Notebook, and hence you'll have to connect an external one, but Xiaomi is kind enough to be providing one in the box itself, and the quality is quite good. One thing that we really liked about the Mi Notebook 14 is that it looks very sober and there is no branding at all on the front. Unlike big gaming laptops that are very thick and chunky, the Mi Notebook 14 is very subtle, and this is something that you will appreciate if you're in an office environment. Also, the battery life on the Mi Notebook 14 in our testing has been very good. If you're gonna be at work majority of the day, you would be plugged in anyhow, but on the off day where you have to carry your laptop along with you to a different site or location, then the Mi Notebook 14 will last you easily 6 to 7 hours doing basic work like MS Office, a few tabs in Chrome, etc. So you don't really have to worry about the battery life either. And of course, you get 1C fast charging, which means you can top up the Mi Notebook 14 to about 50% in just half an hour. So coming back to the initial question, who exactly is the Mi Notebook 14 for? If you're a student who also plays some casual games from time to time, and you also do photography or videography as a hobby, and you're not very concerned about how long your videos take to render, the Mi Notebook 14 strikes a perfect balance between a lightweight laptop that can also provide some horsepower. If you're a hardcore gamer or someone who does video editing for a living, there are much better options out there in terms of raw power in the same price segment as the Mi Notebook 14. So we feel you would be better off getting those, as they provide more horsepower and you can get work done faster on them. If you're a professional who wants a lightweight laptop to carry to your office and get work done and come back to your house and enjoy some Netflix, again, the Mi Notebook 14 does a very good job at it. There aren't a lot of options out there that provide you portability as well as some extra power in order to edit your videos occasionally or play some casual games, especially at this price point of about Rs 60,000, and that's where the Mi Notebook 14 hits the right chord. Depending on what segment you belong to from all the ones that we mentioned in this video, we hope that you can now make an informed decision to purchase the Mi Notebook 14 or not. If this video helped you in any way, make sure you hit that like button, and also if you have any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comment section below and let us know if you are getting the Mi Notebook 14 for yourself. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you around.